And let's bring in our panel, foreign policy expert Harley Lippman with us, a national security analyst, chairman for actforamerica.org. Brigitte Gabriel, her latest best-selling book is Rise. Panel, great to see you. I want to play Donald Trump again just a short time ago, speaking on the tarmac to reporters about the current state of play when it comes to potential for U.S. involvement.
We're ready, willing, and able, and we've been speaking to Iran, and we'll see what happens.
All right, speaking. There was a lot of speaking in Geneva. Brigitte, I'll start with you. They're saying their nuclear program is peaceful, of course, but they were also talking about a ceasefire, which President Trump says he's open to, but very hard once things have started. Your take on where we stand Friday afternoon here, day 8.
Well, look, we know where the Iranians stand. The Iranians only want a ceasefire right now because they are losing. They are totally losing the war. Israel already attacked 12 of their nuclear facilities. The last one left is Fordow. That's why the Israelis need our help. And right now, the Iranians are scrambling, only trying to buy time, hoping they can drag this out until the Ayatollah can finish at least a nuclear head. They are not interested in peace. They do not want to come to a resolution. They are just trying to buy time. President Trump understands this, and we're not going to fall for it.
Right, and the bluster coming from the Supreme Leader continues. Harley will put up what one of the posts here. Of course, we know it's just saber rattling. The Zionist enemy is being punished. It is being punished right now. UN Ambassador to Israel, Danny Danon, says Israel will not stop. And we heard today from the IDF Chief of Staff saying, prepared for a prolonged campaign. They control the airspace and potentially now even more plans ahead for their already very successful attack here with Mossad on the ground.
Well, I don't think they're saber rattling. Remember, Ayatollah Khamenei had ordered the assassination of President Trump, and federal prosecutors had indicted an Afghan-born man who is now in Iran with those actions. So, and he has also said he would use nuclear weapons. So I think we have to believe what they say. We can't take the risk that they won't do it. And remember, their main enemy is the United States. Israel is closer. They're the little Satan. They're an easier target. But ultimately, they'll come here. And I think there's been a lot of confusion about endless wars. Nobody in the United States is talking about sending troops into Iran. So all these comparisons with Iraq and Afghanistan are ill-founded. There's no credibility to it. This is about making the Middle East, and this would be Trump's legacy of non-proliferation. And I think it's a defining moment for his presidency, and I think this would be something that it would give him the Nobel Peace Prize.
And he did talk about that in the tarmac, saying, I do deserve that, especially for the Pakistan, India, de-escalation he was just a part of. And when I say saber rattling, it's because no one believes the Zionist enemy is being punished. As Brigitte just said, they're losing. That's why they want a ceasefire. I do want to make note of this and ask you both for your reaction. Vladimir Putin has entered the chat. He's concerned about World War III. Oh, gee, really? He made these comments at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. He's been waging war with Ukraine for more than 3 years, and he now says he's concerned by what was happening around nuclear facilities in Iran, where Russian specialists are building 2 new nuclear reactors for Tehran. So he's on the record right there saying, we are helping them. Your reaction to that, Brigitte?
Well, look, whenever you want to find bad actors, Russia is right there in the middle of them. I mean, look how the Russians stood with the Syrians when the Syrians were trying to build a nuclear reactor. Russia supports all the bad actors around the world, and that has got to stop. And it's ironic that Russia's not coming to the aid of Iran. This is all talk. He's worried about World War II, World War III. There is no World War III. This is a precise attack. They are only targeting the Iranians. You do not see Hezbollah coming to aid the Iranians. You do not see Hamas coming to aid the Iranians. You do not see China coming to aid the Iranians. Nobody is coming to aid the Iranians because the Iranians are losing and they are on the wrong side of history. Putin is only trying to protect his interest because he's got a financial interest and a preservation interest. That's why he's saying what he's saying.
I'm going to give you the final word, Harley, in our last 20 seconds here. Putin's comments about worrying about World War III. I'm sure it really keeps him up at night.
I have to say, to me, it's laughable. The Russian foreign minister made a speech where he said that Israel is attacking a sovereign nation. I mean, think about it. For Russia
Yeah.
to be saying that, given what they did in Ukraine, I think it's a little bit of a joke. So, they have to practice what they preach, as the expression goes.
Brigitte Gabriel, Harley Lippman, a pleasure to have you both. Thank you for being with us today, and I hope to see you both soon.
Thank you.